the latest installment of the Robert Langdon adventure series, starring not so adventurous Tom Hanks. It's a more cerebral, history-based adventure. Look, it's Ron Howard and Tom Hanks. You're going to see the film. Don't tell me you're not going to see the film. Ron Howard directs Inferno. Inferno tells the story of Robert Langdon, who is tasked with stopping an epic virus from spreading throughout the world. In this latest installment of the Da Vinci Code trilogy, billionaire Bertrand Zobrist, portrayed by Ben Foster, believes that the Earth has become too overcrowded, too overpopulated, and the only way to save Mother Earth is to kill half of humanity. Not that unrealistic of an idea, kind of like communism. Looks great on paper, not that awesome in practice. The clues that Robert Langdon and a local nurse, Sienna, portrayed by Felicity Jones, follow on this quest to stop this epic plague, they all revolve around Dante's The Divine Comedy, particularly Dante's Inferno, hence the name, Inferno, and the 9 Circles of Hell. This is definitely the most fast-paced and action-packed of the Robert Langdon series. As I joked in my little intro bit, I really enjoyed the Da Vinci Code, and I was okay with Angels and Demons. I'm really fascinated by the idea behind these movies. What if all these clues were left behind, and what if everything that we know is actually not everything that we know, and what if there's all these things that are being hidden from us? It's very National Treasure-esque, it's very Indiana Jones-esque. It's cool. There were fewer discoveries and overall clues that were followed than, say, for example, the Da Vinci Code, but it was a really enjoyable ride. The Da Vinci Code, I thought, was really interesting up until the point where you kind of knew the ending. I thought they telegraphed the hell out of the ending. Spoiler warning for Da Vinci Code if you haven't seen it, but I'm reviewing the 3rd one, so come on. The huge reveal is the girl that you assumed is going to be related to Jesus Christ is related to Jesus Christ. That's the massive reveal. You had Robert Langdon, portrayed by Tom Hanks. You had Audrey Tautou, and you had Ian McKellen. Not a whole lot of Harrison Fords running around these movies to sort of play up the action part of the adventure, but the cerebral part of the adventure, the clues that Sophie's grandfather left behind, and also the clues that Leonardo da Vinci himself left behind. The idea that the cup of Christ is not a literal cup. It's one of these things where, like, I thought that the reveal that Jesus Christ might have had a child, and thus there's a relative to him somewhere floating around. That's not really a huge deal to me. If you were to tell me tomorrow, we now have proof Jesus Christ actually did have children. There are people that are related to Jesus Christ. I'd go, yeah. I mean, that makes sense. I could see that. I don't know why that was such a huge deal. And then in Angels and Demons, it was very pointed. It revolved around the Hadron Collider and about smashing particles together to try to understand the beginnings of our universe, and then calling it the God particle. And then you had that one character that's like, the God particle? How dare you? We get it. Science versus religion. This has been going on for millennia. I will say that with Inferno, I'm not going to spoil anything, obviously I'm keeping this non-spoiler, but if there were a massive twist or reveal in this movie, as there has been in the other 2 movies, if that were true, this would have been the best one, and the one that I did not see coming. If it were true. I'm not spoiling anything. The movie also delves into a little bit more of a personal relationship with Robert Langdon, which I liked. You don't really know that much about Robert Langdon based on the previous 2 movies. We know he's a professor in Boston. He's an expert in symbology. He's an expert in history. He knows all the little ins and outs, all the little secrets of all the churches and stuff in Europe. He's really smart, but you don't really get to know him as a person. You know he's claustrophobic, and perhaps that's more fleshed out in the books. But as far as the movies are concerned, this movie I felt like gave you a little glimpse into the personal life of Robert Langdon, which I really enjoyed. Overall, guys, I would say definitely see this one. If you're a fan of the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons, definitely see it. But if you're just looking for a good action adventure, support this film. Go see it at your local cinema. So guys, Inferno. Did you watch the movie? What did you think about that reveal in the film? Did you see it coming? Did you not see it coming? And how do you think this compares to the Da Vinci Code and Angels and Demons? Please let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. And as always, if you like this video and you want to watch me ramble on about movies, you can click right there to subscribe. I know you love Tom Hanks.
Wow.
Is it me? That's always kind of been the thing with these Da Vinci Code movies. I always felt that like Robert Langdon never really felt that adventurous of a character. Like he's smart, but he's claustrophobic and not really good with fist fights.
Really? No.
Yeah.
These mysteries get solved.
Oh, absolutely.
Adventurous about
Yeah.
intelligence.